In center one, you are going to color in a bookmark to take home. And remember, we're only using our primary colors, yellow, blue, and red. And with these three colors, we can get the secondary colors of orange, purple, and green. So let me show you how you're going to do that. If I want green, like my seaweed, I might want it to be green. I would use yellow first and color it in. And then I'm going to use my blue on top of my yellow. And when I do that, you can tell that it is turning green. They are mixing together to make a new color. So you're going to want to do that with red and yellow. You might want an orange, like this shell right here. So I'm going to color it in red. And again, you can take your yellow and color right on top of it. And you get orange. And the last two we need to mix are blue and red. And blue and red, when they are mixed together, you're going to get purple. So I'm actually going to make this shell red, purple, and blue. So you can see here is blue. But then once I start to go on top of my red, you can see that it's starting to make a purple color when they mix. So I want you to experiment, color in the whole thing. Of course, you can leave some things blue and some things red and yellow, but I want you to try to make orange, green, and purple. In our second center, you are going to be color scientists. So you're going to use these color paddles in the primary colors, blue, yellow, and red. And when you take two of them and overlap them, you are going to want to hold them up to the light, because when you do that, this middle section is going to be a different color. When I bring my light underneath and I shine it in between, you can see that red and yellow make orange. So what I would do in my first observation up here, I can see where my yellow paddle would be. It's on this side. And I'm not going to color in the middle because that's where the new color is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in yellow. My other paddle was red. So I'm going to go ahead and outline my second paddle. And who remembers what color it made when I overlapped them? What color was in this middle circle that would go right here? It was orange. So I'm not going to use my markers to mix them together because they're not going to turn out. I'm going to use an orange marker. And I'm going to just color that in to show when red and yellow touch and overlap, they create orange. Okay, at my third station, I am going to be color mixing with paint. And it looks like a math problem. Blue plus yellow equals question mark. So we're going to figure that out. You're going to have your primary colors that you're going to share with your people at the table. And I want everyone to pick up 4 Q-tips. That's what we're going to paint with because we're not doing a lot of painting today and we don't want to mess with a water cup. So you have on each Q-tip, you have 2 edges. So I'm going to start with my first one. It says blue. So I'm going to just gently dip into the blue. And then I want to fill this in. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. Get as close to the edge as you can. My next one says yellow, so I'm going to dip into yellow. I'm going to fill that in. And now in my question mark, I want blue and yellow. So I might use my Q-tip that I already have. I might dip back into that yellow again. And then I'm going to just see what happens with the blue that I have. And I'm going to start mixing. Oh, it's already turning colors. What color did it turn? It's green, and I might mix more yellow into it. I made green. You can go ahead and set this on the paper towel in the middle of your table because we'll throw them away. And then you can go on to your next one. Red plus blue equals. In the fourth and final center, you are going to be working together as a group to create a color wheel. Color wheel, it goes in a specific order, and the order of the colors are important because when you look at it, we have red, blue, and yellow. They're the primary colors, and they don't touch one another. They're not next to each other. There's a color in between each one. And orange, purple, and green are the secondary colors. So when you look at the color wheel, if you look at blue and yellow, when you mix them together, you should always get green. So you can keep this at your table to use, but you're going to have a big color wheel. So big it doesn't even fit in my screen. And you're going to have a bucket of a bunch of colored scrap papers, painted papers, construction paper. And you're going to want to start your color wheel, and we're going to collage it together. So if I start with blue, might take a piece, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and I want this piece to be my blue. So now I know I need to fill all of this in with blue pieces. Next to it, I can have purple or green. So if I know I'm going to have purple, this piece is too big, I can rip that even smaller, and I'm going to put purple. My friends at my table will be working on this too. Remember, a collage is just gluing pieces together. So there's purple. Here's another piece of purple. What color do I use with blue to get purple? That tells me what color should go here. I think that color is red. Remember, we don't need a lot of glue. You can just use a little bit. And this I'm going to put right up on the edge because it had a straight line. So I'm going to put it on the edge. Remember, you can always look back at this color wheel to help you figure out where the different colors should go.